Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Batman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. Alright, what's the deal with Pokemon shit? More Pokemon shit. It's like new Pokemon games with the ground. This is basically talking about the Nintendo Direct it's supposed to be going up on the same day if I get to it. But for those of you watching on not that day, it's from the June 6th, 2017 Nintendo Direct, where they announced 3 things for Pokemon, which, I feel bad I'm constantly covering this shit all the time. But I'm a Nintendo fan, like video games and shit. Where would you ever get an idea like that? But, I don't know. I thought it was worth talking about, because I get upset about things that don't really matter that much a lot. And that's what the show is based on. And I know all you out there love it. There are basically 3 things announced in this. The first one is Pokémon Tournament Deluxe. I guess I thought the DX stood for Director's Cut. But maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it can be either. That's the topic for a whole different episode that I'll probably never do. But maybe. I am desperate for ideas. Anyways, what basically is you know how Pokémon Tournament already came out on Wii U? Well, this is another game where they decided, like Mario Kart 8, to well, let's just do it again, but on the Switch, because more people had to Switch. And instead of making, like Pokémon Tournament 2, let's just put out this one again and add a few things to it, so that way, we don't really have to do that much for it, and we still get a bunch of money. They just added a few characters. I think they added some more modes. And, it plays on the Switch you play it in a handheld mode or tabletop mode or on the TV, whatever. Wow, great. How exciting, right? Basically the same thing that you already have on Wii U. Granted, not a lot of people necessarily had a Wii U, but if you did, it's you could get a Wii U probably cheaper at this point and just get the games there. For cheaper also. I don't know. What the fuck do I know? The other thing they announced after that was Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon. They didn't say too much about those. They were pretty brief about it, so I don't really know exactly what the fuck they are. Because they say that they're an alternate storyline and there are a few new Pokemon in it. But they didn't really make it sound like... Because I don't know. They didn't really say, this is a sequel... or happening at the same time kind of thing, but different story. They didn't really make it clear what an alternate story meant. If it's more or less the same thing but a different viewpoint or something, or if it's totally different. I assume it's going to be in the same place, largely the same Pokemon, and doing largely the same shit. But I'm wondering, is it supposed to be a sequel, or is it supposed to be an enhanced version, or is it somewhere in the middle? I don't know. It sounds like it's somewhere in the middle until we hear otherwise, which is probably going to be a thing at E3 or some shit. Who the fuck knows? And then there's, the last bit of news is just a straight-up fucking port, putting Pokemon Gold and Silver onto the 3DS Virtual Console. That should have been there already anyways, but of course they wanted to wait it out to make it seem like there's still, continued interest in the system, as if you can't just give us everything up front. I don't know. It seems like that's the thing you probably should have had ready a long time ago, whatever. Also, Wino Crystal, I don't know. All they're gonna do with this is make it so you can put your Pokemon in the Pokemon Bank. I don't really know how that works. I don't use it. It sounds kind of stupid to me, but people use it. People like it, I guess. So they put a feature in. Will be, that's cool. I like Gen 2 and all, but it's just support. It's same shit. We already had it. Just like we already had Pokemon Sun and Moon. Just like we already had Pokémon Tournament. None of this shit is new. They didn't announce anything new. None of this is new. It's not news. It's fucking yesterday's news with a little bit of a twist. The Nintendo twist. I'm trademarking that. That's the next system. Nintendo Twist. You have to twist it. They're working along with Bop It to make a system where you have to do all the... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Joke sucks. I suck. Fuck everything. And I don't know. It just kind of exemplifies the issue, I guess, that I've been seeing here is that Nintendo... Basically, the two issues that Nintendo has... My big gripes with the Switch that Nintendo has been, not fixing is that, number one, there's nothing new on the Switch. I mean, there are some things, but there's not much. Like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it was enhanced Wii games, besides, okay, it's without going into super details there, they're putting out, they're putting out remakes, they're putting out, remakes, ports, and, indie games, all stuff you can get elsewhere anyways, pretty much, and it's that's not good incentive to get it. And the other thing is that, they're not really doing much with the handheld version of it. They're not really catering to that much at all. These Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they're not going onto the Switch. They're not going to be compatible with it. There's not going to be the third entry of Pokemon Earth or Stars, whatever the fuck was going to be the special version of it, the third one that could be on the Switch also, so you'd have Pokemon on your console and your handheld. They're not doing that. They're not putting these two on there in some version either, and they could, because they could be compatible with each other with the signals and shit. Why not? I don't know. I guess they just want to really hold on to the 3DS and just lean on that and be like, yeah, well, we'll just keep using these. We'll just keep using that. There's no reason to get the Switch for a handheld when they don't support the handheld part of it, except for, you can play the games you'd want to play on your TV on a smaller screen sometimes where you don't want to play it because you got it to play it on the TV. That's basically what they're doing. Whereas there's a little bit of a different mentality for the handheld part, but they're not giving a shit and whatever. I can't do anything about that at this point. I don't work in that area of Nintendo personally. I can't do it. Otherwise, I would. And yeah, I don't know. That's basically at this point why I think the Switch is kind of lackluster. But really, this announcement was just dumb. I mean, I don't hate it. I guess it's just telling us what's gonna happen. But it's not exciting. It's not wow, look at all the sweet Pokemon things. It's all these things I already have heard of and know. And if you're a Pokemon fan, you've probably already pretty much played these. Whoop-de-doo. If you missed out on Gen 2, it's exciting for you. You can play it now. If you missed out on Sun and Moon, you could play it again. Well, you wouldn't be playing it again if you missed out on it, but you already have the system that could play the actual other ones, so why not just get those? Or, what are these? And then, Pokken Tournament. I guess if you don't have a Wii U. Whoop-de-doo. So, what's the deal with all the Pokemon shit? It's new games with the ground. What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal